All day long the phone rings, and of course it's another spam. Hi, I'm Darren Findling from the Probate Pro, and it just feels like every single phone call, even from phone numbers that you recognize or appear to be legitimate, or an email that you receive that appears to have legitimacy, they end up being scams, frauds. Now, we're all susceptible and vulnerable to falling for these scams, otherwise they wouldn't persist. The people continue to send them knowing that there will be people that ultimately will fall for the scam, send the money. Now imagine if you're a vulnerable adult, an adult that has lost the sense of rational thinking that you may have. It puts you at great vulnerability. And these scams that exist put vulnerable people at tremendous risk of being exploited. Now, the exploitation can occur by a stranger or even more often by a family member that takes advantage of the individual's health, their individual's frailty, and exploits the situation such that they take advantage financially. So these types of scams are so sophisticated now. The ability to build trust and confidence in the recipient that even a rational, smart, intelligent person can fall prey to it. Remember, when the head of the Democratic Party turned over the emails, it was done because of a phishing exercise, phishing with a PH, to exploit the passwords. So we're all vulnerable to these types of scams, but specifically the elderly and those who are under guardianship or conservatorship are even more susceptible. So what do you do if you are working with a vulnerable adult? It's critical to really assist them by monitoring the mail, monitoring their activity, really asking them that if they're being contacted by phone scams or emails that they don't recognize, to reach out for assistance before they can be exploited. But a guardianship can assist in stopping these, because once you're on that list, you can really fall prey to many, many more scams. Once you're on the quote-unquote list, it appears that they double down and they really go after you. If you are working with a vulnerable adult, or you have a family member that's been exploited because of one of these cons or scams, it's critical that you provide the appropriate protections in place so that you can protect them from additional scams and exploitations. Give us a call at 877-YOUR-FIRM or visit us at theprobatepro.com.